Hey there, guys, it's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this quick live today. I'm going to be teaching very simply today how to hit $10,000 or more a month with what you know. Really simple. It's something that is for many people a really great start. Now, if you already are profitable, in your coaching, consulting, or licensing business, meaning maybe you've got training that you're selling, you're licensing to others, then just put another number on it. Maybe it's $50,000 or more. You'll definitely get value as a result of being here today. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I started my company over 20 years ago. And I simply just made a decision that I wanted to go to work as myself. I wanted to figure out how to take what I was doing for a corporation and figure out how to do that thing for myself. And I started my very first business. And I had this idea that I could package what I understood systems for moms into a process that would really support women in being able to show up more in their own lives, finding time, meaning, connection, and solution. And you know what? It worked. How about that? I ended up writing two incredible books and doing a number of strategic partnerships with large corporate brands, Fortune 100 companies as the mom strategist. I ended up getting signed to Emmy nominated and nationally syndicated television shows as a mom strategist. And I only say that to you because those ideas that you're having right now about what you want to do and how you want to package what you want to do, even though there's no evidence that it will work, it can work. I'm a witness to that. I built an amazing coaching practice. My first 7 years, coached hundreds of women who were interested in my mom coaching strategy, specifically in processes that really enhance the lives of women. Because when mom is happy, everybody else is happier, right? And what I know for sure is when women invest in themselves, that our families are the benefactors of our investments. But fast forward, I had the opportunity equally to support others who had watched me build a business and a brand. And they said, Mia, I want to do exactly the same thing. I've watched you build the business from scratch. Can you show me how? And so today, what I've done over the last 14 years or so is support women specifically in being able to package their knowledge and their intellect into a high valued product. I show them how to price what they do. I show them how to position their marketing to attract buyers, people who are looking for the solutions that they bring to the table. And I show them how to sell because a lot of people don't know how to sell systematically. So today, what I'm going to be teaching on very simply is how to hit 10K or more a month with what you know. And I'm excited about it. And I'm going to do a Q&A. So what I'm asking you to do as you're listening today, take some paper and pen, a pad out, paper and pen. And I want you to start writing down your questions because I'm going to open the floor up in this moment to ask you some questions. You can ask me some questions. And my goal is to support you in this way. And I do Q&As usually once every 3 or 4 months, but I'm excited to be able to just pop on today and do that. And if you wanted to ask me a question, now is the time. Now, if you missed this live and you still have a question, you can always DM me and I'll make sure that I get right back to you. All right. So today is how to hit 10K or more a month with what you know. And I wanted to do this topic specifically because for a lot of people who are trading time for dollars, maybe you already are a coach, but you are charging by the hour, maybe $150 an hour to, $400 an hour, somewhere in there. And your goal is to hit 6 figures or more in your own business. And you can't figure out how to do that. This is going to absolutely support you because you're going to learn about some of the most important parts of maybe what you're not thinking about, time-rich models and building the business around what really matters in your life. So the very first thing that I want to cover is if you want to hit 10K or more a month with what you know, the first thing that I want you to consider is mindset. So a lot of times when we're in business, I hear people sometimes when we do strategy calls with them, they say things like, Mia, I want to hit 6 figures or more in my business. Right? They're already making 6 figures in their job or in their careers. And they're like, I want to hit 6 figures in my business, but It's okay if I make $50,000 that first year, or it's okay if I hit $25,000. And so the very first thing I want you to understand is that people who hit six figures or more, which is 10K or more a month, they have a different type of mindset. They literally, my best clients are people who we are partners around them standing in their value. And somebody write stand in your value, hashtag stand in your value, because the only way for you to hit six figures or more, which is 10K or more a month, the reality is you've got to be able to stand in your value. And you got to be able to own the thing that is really great about you. That means no discounting what you do, no minimizing the gifts and talents that you have, your education, your expertise, the kind of results that you can create. See, the reason that people want to work with you, they want to work with you because of your mastery. They don't want to work with you because of a niche. They don't want to work with you because of your title. They don't even want to work with you because of your branding. They want to work with you because you have an ability to create results for others. So always remember that the very first thing when we're thinking of hitting 10K or more a month that we have to focus on is a mindset. Do you see for yourself and that you have the ability to command $10,000 or more in your business, right? And those are the kind of people that I love to work with to help them kind of co-create that. Because if you're out of alignment with what it is that you want to do, the truth of the matter is, I don't care how great you are, you don't attract it because you don't believe it. And I also believe that there is a layer of money around you that likely you don't see. In the moment that you are ready to step into that vision of 10K or more months, we can play full out. Are we clear? All right. Number two, the second thing I want you to keep in mind, if you want to hit 10K or more a month with what you know, is association. And association is everything. I promise you. You got to be in community with people your own ambition level and above. All right. And this is where so many smart, sharp women really, they're not doing this. Okay. You may have friends that you love, you guys are sisters in some way. You guys are great friends in some way, but they might not be your ambition level. Ambition level are people who run the way that you run. So I'll give an example. It's like if you are a runner and you run, fast, right? Like you do a 6-minute, 5-minute mile, right? Let's say you do a 5-minute mile, and yet you are running with someone that does a 8-minute mile. They're going to slow you down. In fact, they're going to want you to slow down. So one of the things that's really important is that you are in community, ambition-wise, with people who implement the way that you do, who show up the way that you do, who goal set the way that you do, because they'll speak your language. It's very important. And so one of the things that I think is very important when you want to hit 10K or more a month is to be in community with giants. Something I'm really great at is creating community for women so that they can connect with people their own ambition level above who want to accomplish their own goals, but they're all running and implementing the exact same way, and they're not competitors. And I want to speak to that on the association side. A lot of people are in communities already with ambitious people, but they are competing against one another. It's like one ego against another ego. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But one of the things that you want is to be in community with people who share. And that's one of the things that I've been really amazing at, is creating a community that's safe for my clients so that they have people who are willing to share what's working with them with others, and that they are not competitors. Are we clear? All right. Number three, we're talking today about how to hit 10K or more a month with what you know. And I'm breaking down just some really simple but important ways to be able to do this. The third thing is mentorship. And mentorship goes without, it's literally the thing that changed everything for me. The truth of the matter is, if your goal is to be free, my mantra was, if you're not free, you can't teach me. And I will tell you that a lot of people are perfectly willing to work with people that talk about freedom who are not free. They don't own their time. They haven't been working from the comfort of their home. They have a part-time job or a full-time job, and they're trying to teach you how to be free. The truth of the matter is, if you want to be free, you need to have a mentor that is free, that's proven. And that for me was everything. I've been a full-time entrepreneur working from the comfort of my home for 20 plus years before work from anywhere was a term. And I think that's really important. And mentorship also, the person that's mentoring you, it has to be more than words. You want to be able to see evidence and proof that what they're mentoring you about and on, that they have a proven track record of having done that for themselves. So for example, a lot of my clients come to me because they want to create a master class that does 6 figures or more. And my master classes run for 5 years. I've had 20 plus classes. The master class has brought in multi-millions of dollars. The truth of the matter is, if you want to learn to build a master class and you want me to teach you, you know that I have evidence that there've been all of these classes and all of these students, hundreds of them, who have said, hey, this has really worked. So you know that the formula works. Or if you want to build a coaching practice, you want to work with someone who has coached other people and have evidence that they've had the ability to create amazing results at the highest level, because whatever you see and whatever you're a part of is what's real. And in today's time, because of AI, which is amazing, you have a lot of people who can be, info marketers, let's call it that. They can create a lot of information that markets what they do, but they don't necessarily have they're not proven. And that's, to me, one of the things really important. You want mentorship that is proven. I have so many clients that have gone from concept to be able to sell what they do for 10K or more. We were on a group call today. One of my clients shared that she has an opportunity that she just closed that's $2.1 million. It's amazing, right? Like in the last 4 years, she's been able to close that amount of business. She's done 6 figures each and every year since we worked together. When I met her, she had no sales at all, was able to close 6 figures the first year we worked together. And now, 5 years later, she's at a $2.1 million contract. You want those kind of results. You want to hear those kind of things inside of a community from real people, and not just someone's marketing brochure are hyping you. So we're talking today about how to hit 10K or more a month. We've covered already. Mindset is everything. It's what you say to yourself. It's what you believe about what's possible that determines what is possible. Number 2, association with people, your own ambition level and above is everything. If you're in community with people who are rocking it and doing it, you will too. And if you're in community with people who it's like, you're okay, you got all of these degrees, you're already at 6 figures in your job, you don't need to do more, then you won't aspire for more. It's just simple as that. Number 3, mentorship, making sure that your mentor is proven 100%. And I think authentic. You want to work with people who are not copying other people's stuff that's doing great things. You want to work with someone that is authentic and that there's evidence that what they do is working. Number 4, packaging. Packaging is everything. If you want to hit 10K or more a month, it is not just what you want to offer. It's not just what you want to sell. It's not just your idea or your niche that allows you to be profitable in a business. What allows you to create that profit that you want in your business is the way it's packaged. And so many people don't understand how to package what they do at the highest and tallest level. What are the elements that need to be inside of your package that will speak to your ideal audience? And I get my clients to really think about how to package at the highest level and how to focus on their mastery and not just and only their niche, because your niche will keep you broke. Number 5, you got to be fearless, right? If you want to hit 10K or more a month, you're going to be asking for things that likely you have never asked for before. You're likely going to have a high ticket offer, 5K, 10K, 15K or more per client. And because of that, you're going to have to be fearless. You're going to be selling things that you've never sold before, having sales conversations with people that you've never had before, overcoming objections at a different and a higher level. And it does require being fearless if you want to go from where you are right now to 10K or more months in your own business, selling your coaching, selling your consulting, selling your training, or your any of your licensed content. So if you're not thinking about that, like a lot of times people hear fear and they get scared and they think, oh, being fearful is like a bad thing, but it actually is a good thing, because you're doing something you've never done before, and it's put you in a place that really makes you think about the value that you bring. Think about the bigness of your idea so that you can show up in completely different ways. When you face your fears, you get to live with a completely different gift. Number 6, work in the unseen. That's faith, right? So a lot of times we want to build an amazing business. We want that business to be profitable, 6 figures or more in your business. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of times we lack faith. We want a guarantee. And everything that I've ever done in my business, whether it's host events that have done multiple 6 figures, or whether it's selling coaching that's done the same, or whether it's being able to sell my consulting or doing corporate deals or doing television at a high level, the truth of the matter is all of those things, I had to have faith that I could do it. There was no evidence. So you're going to have to say yes and figure it out. And when you figure it out, that means just stepping into your yes. You will, along the way, get the answers that you need, and you'll realize that you're fully prepared for the opportunity. I believe, like, look, you're not even going to see the opportunity if it's not meant for you to broker that opportunity, right? So, sometimes the best thing to do is ask yourself, who do I need to be, right, in order for me to step into the next highest version of myself? Number 7, you have to stay away from small-minded people. And let me explain this, okay? So I know that a lot of times when you're smart and you're sharp and you're fully capable, you're really magnetic, and people are going to be flat attracted to who you are and what you bring to the table. And it's going to be a lot of times, sometimes the people that are attracted to you the most are people who are the opposite of who you are. They might not have the guts. They might not have the implementation. And truthfully, they might even have a tad bit of envy or jealousy, those low vibration emotions, because of who you are and how you show up. One of the things that's going to be really important if you want to hit 10K or more a month is the moment that you realize that people aren't cheering for you, or they're wishing the bad for you, or they have a limited mindset. Let's say they're gossipers, or they're people who are exceptionally small-minded around what it takes to be a great entrepreneur. The thing is, entrepreneurs are built differently. We overcome things that most people usually can never overcome. And if you're looking to hit 6 figures or more, $500,000 or more, $1 million or more in your business, there's no way you're going to do that without at some point in your life facing obstacles or challenges. You have to be an overcomer to be a big business owner. And if you have people in your life who solve problems in the smallest way, or who are the people who gossip about other people, or who are small-minded around, just the smallest things as it relates to others, those are not your people. When you have people who are complacent and they're just sitting in their jobs and they're not, or maybe they're not even working, and they are criticizing people who are out there setting the world on fire, they're not your people. And unfortunately, when you're dynamic and you're creative and all of these things, you typically, because of the light, you attract people sometimes who are very broken, but secretly they might envy you. And I want to just talk about that for a minute, because you need to stay away from those people if you ever go to hit 6 figures or more in your business. Those folks are toxic, and they're poison to your wings. Okay. And it's just simple as that. So what I usually do is I just cut them off right away. Okay. Number 8, ask. And I say ask because asking it shall be given. When we are looking to close what we do for high ticket and sell what we do for standing in our value, it doesn't happen because you post something on a website or people can just go and click. It happens because most often you're asking, it shall be given, which is a spiritual law, right? And so one of the things you want to become really great at is your ask, is your offer, is asking for permission to share what it is that you do with others. And I see this all the time. People provide loads of value in terms of what they do, but they're afraid of the ask. They're afraid to ask for the sale. They're afraid to ask, right? How can I help you at the deeper, highest level? And because of that, they leave money on the table. So to hit 10K or more, you have to be a person that understands that you have to be a person that asks. You're comfortable with the asking of whatever it is that you need to ask that person to go deeper, or what their problem is. That's the only way you'll be able to close people. People want what you have. But most often they're surrounded by folks who superficially will never, ever, will see they have a problem and will never go deep with them. We'll never ask them, is there more I can do for you? Or what I see in you is this problem or that problem. Let me ask you a question. You have to be a person that is a deep asker. Somebody write #deep asker. And number 9, implement. I don't know folks who hit 10K or more months that don't implement. And there has to be a consistency around how you show up, how you implement, because at the end of the day, the person that implements the most typically wins. All right. And persistency and consistency over time is a game changer in your life and in your business, right? If you think about it and we relate it to working out, you can have the best workout routine, but if you only do it once a week, it's likely not going to change your body in the same way as it would if you worked out 3 to 4 times a week or 5 times a week. So persistency and consistency is important, and that's implementation in any single thing that you want to do. It's the driver of the results in your business. And number 10, team. And a team doesn't have to be expensive. You can certainly outsource a team. But if you want to hit 10K or more months and you're the person sending out the emails, you're the person, putting on your social media posts, it's the thing that's getting in the way of you being the giant success that you could possibly be. The truth of the matter is wealthy people build their businesses based on leverage. And often they leverage other people, the time of other folks. And that's what you're going to need to do in order for you to hit your next level in your business. I hope that there's something that I've said today that really supports you. I'll open the floor now for any Q&As. If you have a question for me, you can post it here as I recap what we've talked about, and I'll take any questions that are here. If there are not any questions, then I'll sign off. I wanted to do a quick Q&A tonight and on how to hit six figures or more in a year, which is 10K or more a month, with what you know. And what you know is very valuable when you package it properly. All right. So I covered already. One of the ways to do it is mindset, association, mentorship, how you're packaging what you do, what you know, being fearless, walking in the unseen, staying away from small-minded people, asking what it is that you want, asking for what you want, and implementing and having a team. Those are the things that I covered today. If there are any questions that you have for me, you can post them here and I'll answer those during the live Q&A spot. Now, let me just say this, that if I can support you in any way, let's say you heard something, you're like, Mia, this is so good. What do I do? The very first thing I suggest that you do is just go to my website at miaredrick.com. And you can always book a consult with us and you'll see the link there, or you'll see my master training, which is pretty phenomenal. It's been around for about 5 years and it can help you be able to package, price, position, and find buyers. Like if you're trying to figure out how to package what you do for a high ticket offer, it is really one of the very first and best steps that I could offer you. All right. Last comments for me, I'm happy to answer those for you tonight. It could be about anything, right? Like I just wanted to open the floor, and if there are questions based on this live or something you've always wanted to ask me, or you want to know about packaging what you do for high ticket, now is your opportunity to do exactly that. All right. And I wanted just to come here today to talk about how you can hit easily 10K or more a month packaging what you know, because I see it all the time with my clients. Many of them come with just an idea, and within months they're able to package what they do for 10K or more a month, and it's possible for you. So just know that that is real, and it doesn't have to take a long time for you to be able to do that, but it does take the right package. It takes the right pricing. It takes the right way to position what you're doing to get in front of the right audience, and how to close and sell what you do. Last call. If there are any questions for me, now is your opportunity to write those questions and I'll answer any question. Other than that, then I'm going to sign off. And I want to thank you for being here tonight, because you're the best part of tonight, right? Me having the opportunity to be able to share with you what I know will absolutely support you in being able to hit your 10K or more months. It's totally possible. Don't delay. Know that you are likely just 6 weeks away from where you want to be. I love you. I hope that you have a great and amazing night, and I'll talk to you soon.
I have been working with Mia Redrick for a couple of months now. I come to this experience with a lot of education. She was speaking my language from day one. What has changed for me is with all of the education, with all of the training and workshops and private coaching and things that I've had, what I didn't have was a real understanding on how I could package these things, price them, and promote them so that I could monetize what it is that I do and what it is that I wanted to do. And now with Mia, I have an understanding of how to take my tangible and intangible gifts, talents, and skills and put those things in a package that allows me to serve other people and benefit from it.
I was stuck. I never thought of my knowledge as something that I could create it as a proprietary system. What is the value of that? For me, it is priceless. And I'm so happy I made the investment because I can now see how my business can be transformed and how I can be transformed as a result of this work. So I cannot thank Mia enough.
Before I met Mia, I was selling my product for a very, very low price, and I did not just believe in what I was worth. So I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I thought. I had to start believing in abundance and expecting it. And so these are the things that I had to learn as Mia mentored us. Now I'm happy to say I'm selling my product for what it's worth.
Before working with Mia, I couldn't sell a $297 product. After working with Mia for about 10 months, I was pitching a $10,000 product to a company.